This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
And he's going to get that base hit. Landon Donner is going to round third. They're going to send him, and the throw's coming in. It's not going to be in time, and he slides in head first for the win. Now, looks to be that one's hit well to left field, and it might have a chance, and it is gone. It is a two-run home run for Andy Mock. And the Stars are on the board. It's 2-0.
And now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, welcome. We're live here at BNC National Bank Field in Mandan, North Dakota for Game 1 of the State AA State Baseball Tournament. And we are your only home for every single game. There'll be a couple others here following a team or two, doing a game or two. But if you just want to know where to go for all of the games, you are already here on Magnitude Sports. We got them all for you here, and the crew here at Mandan has been absolutely fantastic to us, and we've only been here for about 2 hours, and we still got 4 days to go. So a huge props go out here to the crew at Mandan here, the tournament director, Kurt Miller, the assistant tournament director, Damian Huddle. Ross Crocius is the American Legion representative here. Nick Koulis from Bismarck will be the umpire-in-chief, and then the other umpires that you'll see throughout the tournament include Mark Erickson from Dickinson, Ryan Ingeman from Grand Forks, Andrew Fisher from Bismarck, Brian Hornecker from Minot, and Kevin Kerr from Mandan. So those will be the umpires and officials that will be on the field throughout the tournament here today. Our first matchup, well, it's you look at the brackets here, and you can say that the Bismarck Governors and Mandan Chiefs could have a rivalry here, but of any two teams that you could put on the field out of the 8 here in the tournament, I don't think there's a rivalry bigger than this one here. Fargo Post 2 and Fargo Post 400. Last time these two teams met, they split a doubleheader. Fargo Post 2 taking the first game of the doubleheader. And then they would win that one by the score of 9-1, and it was Danny Butane who singled on a 2-1 count, scoring a run. And then in the bottom of the second inning of that first game of the doubleheader between Post 2 and Post 400, the Stars would tie it up when Colton Almy would knock a solo home run out of the park. That home run by Colton Almy would end up being the only the only run of the game scored for Post 400. Post 2 would pull away with it with 2 runs in the top of the fourth, including Connor Holm doubling on the first pitch at bat, scored 2 runs. Caden Cavdera was the winning pitcher. I think he's a reserve today. No, as a matter of fact, he'll be on the mound tonight, so I'm sorry if I jumped the gun on that one. Caden Graff took the loss for Post 400 on the mound that night. Fargo Post 2 had a total of 11 hits in that game. As I take a look at the box score here, 9 runs and 11 hits, 1 error for Fargo Post 2, and for Fargo Post 400, 1 run on 3 hits and 3 errors. And then in the second game, it was a little bit different story here, as it appeared that Fargo Post 2 was in control of that game, but coming in late here it was an 8-inning affair. It was an extra inning affair. It was Fargo Post 2 up 3-0 at the end of the first, and they would take a 5-0 lead. Or I'm sorry, let me rewind here again. It was actually tied 1-1 at the end of the first. I got an inning ahead of myself here. 3-0, or 3 runs in the second would give them a 4-1 lead. They would tack on 2 more in the third to take a 5-1 lead before the Stars would respond in the bottom of the third to put 2 on the board and cut the lead back down to 5-3. That 5-3 score would hold into the 6th inning when Post 2 would get 2 more runs and increase the lead to 7-3. And that would put Fargo Post 2 down by 4. And in the bottom of the 6th, or no, they put them down by 5, excuse me. And then in the bottom of the 6th, let me count here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 8 to 3 was the score going into the bottom of the sixth inning. When Post 400 would score 5 runs to tie the game, and a nail-biter seventh inning where no runs would be scored by either team. And then Post 400 would hold off, get some strong defense in the top of the eighth to send Post 2 down. I don't think it was 3 up, 3 down, but I think it was 3 up and 4 batters, if I remember correctly. But then Post 400 would walk it off in the bottom of the eighth, picking up a 9-8 victory over Post 2, and that was the most recent matchup between these two teams. In game 2 of that doubleheader, Post 2 had 8 runs on 14 hits while they committed 3 errors, and one of those errors was on the final play at the plate as the throw to the catcher was a little bit off the mark. And then for Fargo Post 400, the Stars would have 9 runs on 12 hits, and they would commit no errors in that second game. And that was an absolute thriller right there. It would be a walk-off. Once again, the game was tied in the eighth, and the Stars batting in the bottom of the eighth. When an error scored the run from third, I'm trying to remember. I think it was Colton Almy. But let me see if I can pull up my notes here. I got them here somewhere. I can't remember who was standing on third to come in and score that winning run, but we'll let that one go for now. The fact of the matter is that Post 400 won that game in a walk-off fashion in extra innings by the score of 9-8. So there you see the coaches for Post 2 and Post 400 sharing lineups here with the umpires. This one's set to go at about 10 o'clock. We're at 9:47 right now. There is a lot of blue, and I do see a little bit of red. I also see a lot of green and yellow here for the Mandan fans, and then also a couple West Fargo fans in attendance too here today. And there's 4 games today. We'll have all 4 of them for you, and we will have all 4 of them thanks to our sponsors. Include Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, proud supporters of not only Post 400, but also the West Fargo Patriots, along with Go Promo in West Fargo, proud supporters of all broadcasts here on Magnitude Sports, and they wish the West Fargo Patriots the best of luck in the tournament. The Ball Yard in Fargo is jumped on board for the State AA tournament. We certainly appreciate their support. Marvin and Fargo has jumped on board. Marvin and Fargo now hiring. If you're interested in a job, they're paying $18 to $22 an hour. Go to marvin.com/join us. And last but certainly not least, the Network Center jumping on board with a generous sponsorship. And thanks to that sponsorship, we'll be covering all of the Post 2 games here this tournament. And thanks to the sponsorships of all the other team or businesses, we'll be covering all 14 games of the tournament, 15 if necessary. So with that in mind, let's go over some of the expectations of this tournament here. I believe I had them. Yeah, here they are. We'll pull up the tournament bracket here. So it may be a little bit hard to see the tournament bracket there, but we'll have Post 2 versus Post 400. And the second game will feature Minot versus Dickinson. The third game will be Bismarck versus Grand Forks. And the nightcap will be Mandan, the home team, versus West Fargo. 7-inning games, 10-run rule applies after 4.5 if the home team's leading by 10. Otherwise, at the bottom of the 5th inning, if the visiting team is leading by 10. According to the rules on the website, they're only allowing a DH for the pitcher, but I talked to somebody in the press box, and they said that they'll allow the DH for anybody, so I'm not sure how closely that rule will be followed. There's supposedly no re-entry allowed, and there's supposedly no courtesy runners allowed. Games will be played in full. In the event of a weather delay, games will pause and resume when it's safe to play. And now your starting lineups here from our PA announcer.
First non-starters. Number 5, Jake Jaroszewski.
Close.
Number 7, Drew Rick. Number 8, Evan Erickson. Number 9, Peyton Sen. Number 14, Jacob Topp. Number 15, Ethan Klaus. And number 20, Hayden Crescent. Now for your starters. Leading off, playing right field, number 6, Oliver Luck. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 2, Easton Rick. Batting third, doing the pitching, number 10, Kobe Sen. Batting cleanup, playing center field, number 16, Colton Alney. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 11, Kagan Kraft. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 18, Andy Mock. Batting eighth, doing the catching, number 3, Tate Gustafson. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 35, Eli Mock. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 13, Jackson Beiswinger. The Stars are coached by Jeff Fichtner, Matt Nelson, and Trey Lerman.
All right, so those are starters and non-starters.
Now for the home team on the scoreboard, Fargo, post 2.
And now for post 2.
First, non-starters, number 4, Elias Harris. Number 6, Josh Bieber. Number 12, Dylan Costison. Number 15, Isaac Eminet. Number 21, Luke Callan. Number 23, Charlie Calverner. And number 27, Zach Lamont. Starting lineup. Leading off, playing first base, number 8, Connor Holmes. Batting second, playing left field, number 13, Ben Osley. Batting third, playing center field, number 14, Caden Headley. Batting cleanup, doing the catching, number 7, Adam Leininger. The DH, number 3, Will Bachman. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 1, Tommy Simon. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 2, Kelvin Clausen. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 24, Dylan Erholtz. Batting ninth, playing second base, number 5, Danny Boutin. And the pitcher, number 16, Caden Captera. Post 2 is coached by Luke Rusted, Gunnar Lindstedt, and Jonas Sanders. The American Legion Baseball Code of Sportsmanship.
We'll have a singer for the national anthem, so we'll keep it here live for the national anthem as well.
Baseball Code of Sportsmanship. I will keep the rules. Keep faith in my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under victory. And keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for today's game, please rise, remove your headgear, and place your hand over your heart as the Marine Corps League Dakota Leatherneck Detachment 1419 out of Mandan Honor Guard presents the flag of our nation. Remain standing until the colors have been retired. And now, for the singing of our national anthem, Mandeville, Carly Cermak.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's play ball.
All right, well, you can see the fans are starting to filter in here for this early morning matchup between two rivals from North Fargo and South Fargo. Post 2 out of the North Fargo area playing at Jack Williams Stadium, and Post 400 in South Fargo on 42nd Street playing at Starry Bank Field. And now the two meet up here on BNC National Bank Field here on a beautiful field here at in Mandan, North Dakota, here on the southwest side of Mandan. And well, last time the Stars were played on this field, they split a doubleheader with Mandan Chiefs. And in that doubleheader, it was supposed to be a 5:30, I believe it was a 5 or 5:30 start. And we had a just shy of 3-hour weather delay due to a severe thunderstorm. And they played late into the evening here at BNC National Bank Field. And now they get the early game. So we'll see how these two will square off. So starting off on the mound here is Caden Kudera for Fargo Post 2. He'll be warming up. Catching those pitches from Kudera is Adam Leininger behind the plate. And then around the bases, you got Connor Holm at first, Danny Butane second, Tommy Simons the shortstop, Dylan Erholtz the third baseman, Calvin Clausen in right, Ben Osley in left, and Caden Headley in straightaway center field will be how Post 2 sets up here defensively. And your batting lineup for the Post 400 Stars: 1, 2, and 3. Top of the order is right fielder Oliver Luck, shortstop Easton Rarick, and the pitcher Colby Sen. Middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6 is center fielder Colton Almy, left fielder Caden Graff, first baseman Andy Mock. In the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 is the catcher Tate Gustafson, third baseman Eli Mock, and the second baseman Jackson Beiswinger. And as you can see, we have one that waved but wasn't on camera when he waved, so we gave him a chance, and now he's not taking advantage of it there, but he wanted to wave back to everybody back home in Fargo. But for those who made the trip out here, we certainly appreciate the support for both Post 400 and Post 2 fans who made the trip out here. About a 214-mile drive from the Fargo Metro.
Leading off for the 400 Stars. Right fielder, Oliver Luck.
So it'll be Oliver Luck starting things off here in the state tournament. The first pitch of the state tournament's in for a strike.
10-01.
.10:01, time of the first pitch. Current temperature here in Mandan is 73 degrees under, I'll call it overcast skies. The forecaster says sunny, but the forecaster isn't here, so.
As a reminder, please return all balls.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count now here to Oliver Luck. Once again, we'll see Easton Rarick and Kobe Sen this inning as well here for the Stars. As Kudera winds up, delivers in, drops it, and now leaving up the count at 2-2. They'll have the official pitch counts on the scoreboard here, so if I'm off, I will be able to keep track. So swing and a miss as Luck goes down on a strikeout swinging, and that brings up Easton Rarick. Once again, a pitcher's daily max is 105. Pitchers are allowed to make 2 appearances in 3 consecutive days. No days rest, 30 or less pitches. 31 to 45, the pitcher must take 1 day off. 46 to 60, the pitcher must take 2 days off. 61 to 80, the pitcher must take 3 days off, as it's 1 ball and a strike here to Rarick. And then 81 or more, and they must take 4 days of rest. And once again, the daily max is 105 here for the pitchers in this tournament. 2 balls, no strikes to Easton Rarick. 1 away, and that one's fouled off for a strike, and it's 2-1. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Go Promo in West Fargo, the Ball Yard Network Center, and Marvin in Fargo. And that one's chopped right over towards first base, and it's foul, and that's good for strike 2. So you can see there, the camera just went by Kobe Sen, who is on deck here for the Post 400 Stars. And Rarick knotted up at 2 apiece here on the ball strike count. That's 9 pitches now here for Kudera. And that one's high, and it's a full count here to Easton Rarick. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and the first payoff pitch of the tournament comes on pitch 11 for Kudera. On 10, 5 balls, 5 strikes, according to my numbers. And the payoff will just miss, and that'll put Rarick on base, and Stars have a runner on, and that brings up Kobe Sen. He'll move Colton Almy into the on-deck circle, and we'll see him next if no double plays happen.
First baseman, number 10, Kobe Sen. Pitcher.
And Sen will blast that one into right field. Scooped up there by Calvin Clausen, and that will be good to put runners on first and second for a single and a hit. And that's the first hit of the game. Comes 3 minutes into the game. And that is a strong hit by Kobe Sen. Now Colton Almy will try his luck here against Kudera. Once again, we'll have all 14 games, 15 if necessary, of this tournament live here on Magnitude Sports. So don't go anywhere after this one. We got the next one coming up for you. You can follow us on Twitter at MagnitudeSN. Same for Facebook. And then Instagram is one word, Magnitude Sports. 1 ball, no strikes here to Colton Almy. As Kudera winds up and delivers it at the knees for a strike, 1-1. You're hitting the wrong button for the hits here. Sorry about the scoreboard error there. It is 0-0, not anything else. Pass ball, now move the runners into scoring position. So Rarick up to third, Kobe Sen on second. A quick chat there from Leininger for Cadera, as the count moves to 2 balls and a strike here for Colton Almy. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. And the 2-2 missed to the outside, and it's another full count. A walk would load the bases for Caden Graff. We'll see if Cadera can deliver a strike to put out number 2 on the board. And that'd take a little bit of pressure off post 2. And it's high, and he'll load the bases, and that brings up Caden Graff. He loads the bases on pitch 18, according to my numbers.
Left fielder, number 11, Caden Graff.
And now Caden Graff will try and drive in the first RBI of the tournament. And the pitch is just below the shoulders for a strike. Nice pitch there by Cadera. It's right down the middle, too. And that one will bounce for a ball. That'll even it up at 1-1. We'll zoom out here since we have a runner on first. Once again, that runner is Colton Almy. Colby Sens on second. Easton Rarick over at the hot corner on third. And here's the pitch. And that's a little chopper towards short. Simon picks it up to second, now over to first. And they got him on a double play. According to the scoreboard, Easton Rarick did not come in to score, so that is going to be a no runs, no hits, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1 stranded on base. And we'll go to the bottom of the first now after this message here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, so officially it will be a 6-4-3 ground out that strands 2 on base. And we'll turn down this mic here. Is warming up on the mound. We'll tell you in a second here. Got to make a couple of adjustments. Warming up on the mound here for Post 400 is Colby Sen. So we'll get a closer look at Colby here. I want to say hi to Mark watching. Mark just wants to encourage everybody here at the field to be safe in the hot weather. And I'll add to his thoughts there and say make sure you get some water. So we'll move into the bottom of the first now, as the first batter here will be Connor Holm. It's home Osley Headley batters 1, 2, and 3 here for post 2. First pitch comes in for a strike, and it's 0-1 here to Connor Holm. And that one's hit right towards first. A little toss there to Kobe Sen. And Mott to Sen on a 3-1 for the out on home. We'll put one down here for post 2. And that'll bring up the next batter here, Ben Osley.
Number 13, Ben Osley.
As they would say in the MLB, this is Osley's first game against his former team, as he did not play the last time these two teams met. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes to Kobe Sen's former teammate. And this one heading out towards second, and the throw over to Mott is in time. That's 2 up, 2 down.
Center fielder number 14, Kate Headley.
So I'll bring up Caden Headley now. Pitch is low and out for a ball, 1-0. And the pitch comes in for a strike, and 1 ball, 1 strike here to Caden Headley. If he can reach base, we'll see Adam Leininger, the catcher, next. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. It's been a couple of ground outs, a 3-1 and a 4-3, and a nice job by Gustafson to keep that one in front of him, even though it does fall in for a ball, and it's 2-1. Sen winds and delivers, and delivered it just slightly high. That's good for 3-1 count here to Headley. Once again, Adam Leininger is on deck. I have Sen down for 6 pitches. And that one will be a hit out into center field, and that puts Headley on base. So both teams with a hit now. That'll clear the count here for Adam Leininger.
The catcher, number 7, Adam Leininger.
And that one is going towards center, and the catch is made, and now the throw to third, not in time. Almy tried to bomb it over to Eli Mock at third there. Headley will slide in safely.
Designated hitter, number 3, Will Bachman.
So we have 2 outs, and Will Bachman will be the batter. Looks like we have a courtesy runner for Leininger at first, and I don't know, so that means that rule doesn't apply, I guess.
Courtesy runner at first, number 15, Isaac Eminet.
So ignore the rule you saw in the pregame show about no courtesy runners allowed. That's what it said on the website, so that's what we were going with. So a single to center for Leininger. Headley advances to third. Isaac Emineth will take over on first, and now it's no balls and a strike to the batter, Will Bachman. 1-1, 13 pitches now here for Colby Sen. Sen gets a signal, winds, delivers. And now the toss up to second will be cut off. And the throw back home will not be made. And now a rundown between first and second. Eminent is tagged out. Headley scores. Post 2 leads 1-0. So they will get the run across the plate. And it'll be 1-0 in favor of Post 2. 1 run on 2 hits. And they leave nobody stranded on base. And we go to the top of the second after this.
Marvin is hiring in Fargo. Marvin's pay starts at $18.50 to $22 per hour, and applying is easy at marvin.com/join us. Do you have experience in manufacturing? Join the Marvin team, where you'll earn based on your experience. Apply today at marvin.com/join us.
All right, welcome back here. State tournament action on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, and Post 2 has a 1-run lead. As Caden Headley would steal home, as Eminent would be tagged out, and Will Bachman ended his at-bat with a 1-1 count, and he will see him to start the bottom of the second. But right now, it's Andy Mock, and Mock rifles that one foul and out of play down the third baseline. Had that one stayed fair, we'd be tied at 1-1. So that gives you an example of what kind of hitting power Andy Mock has. He blasted one over to left field in a game a couple weeks ago against the Moorhead Blues on the road. He hit one in the state tournament last year against Williston. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Andy Mock. Make that 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 run on 2 hits for Post 2. No runs on 1 hit for Post 400. Post 400 left 2. Post 2's left 0 on base so far. Mock with a 1-hopper towards Earholtz at third. He'll fire it across. The throw is off the mark. His foot came off the bag, and the official said Connor Holm did not apply the tag. Andy Mock will duck underneath, and not officially a head-first slide, but he does go a.k.a. head first into first. And that will bring up Tate Gustafson.
Catcher number 3, Tate Gustafson.
So that'll be an error here on Post 2. And Gustafson, 1-hopper to short, up to second, and they will not make the throw to first. And Mock is out at second. Runner will remain on first, and that puts 1 out on the board. And that'll bring up, I believe it's
First baseman, 35, Eli Mock.
No, I'm a batter behind myself. By-swinger's on deck. Eli Mock, the batter now. So Gustafson on first base via the fielder's choice, as it's 1 ball, no strike now here to Eli Mock. And Kudera looks at first. Mock sends it deep to left center field, but not deep enough. And the catcher, or the center fielder, Caden Headley, will make the grab. Of course, we saw Headley
Second baseman,
on the
number
hockey
13,
rink for the
Jackson
Fargo North
By-Swinger.
Spartans. Yeah, pretty good hockey player. He scored a few goals here on Magnitude Sports on the ice. Now we get to see Jackson Byswinger. Byswinger hit a grand slam against the Bismarck Governors in the first inning of play.
Balls to the press box for token appreciation.
When they hosted the Govs at Starring Bank Field, it was game 2 of the doubleheader. Stars would bat 10 or 11 in that inning, and they would plate 6 of them. And this one will hit Byswinger on the left sneaker, and he will go on base via hit by a pitch. And that will advance Gustafson up to second. That brings us back to the top of the order here with Oliver Lucht. Kudera now with 30 pitches. So if he pitches this pitch right here, has now earned him at least a 1-day rest at minimum. And it comes across as a strike. It's 0-1 now here to Oliver Lucht. Easton Rarick on deck. Kobe Sen to follow if we can get that far into the inning. 2 on, 2 out here for post 400, and they trail 1-0. Base hit would potentially tie the game here, but Lucht is down to his final strike of this at-bat. He struck out swinging last time against Kudera as well. We'll see if Kudera can send him down again. As he stares down second on a couple of occasions, winds and delivers, and that one's low. 4-ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Luck almost went too far on that swing. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. He goes down swinging again. Kudera gets 2 strikeouts on Oliver Lucht, and that will send us to the bottom of the second. It's batters 5, 6, and 7 here for the Fargo Post 2 coming up. It'll be Will Bachman, Tommy Simon, and Kelvin Clausen. Kobe Sen will toss pitch 14 when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. This is Will Bachman hiding behind our scoreboard there as we move into the bottom of the second inning. And that first pitch comes in for ball 1 here to Will Bachman. As Kobe Sen delivers and missed it outside for ball 2. We'll also see Tommy Simon and Calvin Clausen. Sen will face batters 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup here in the bottom of the second inning. And that pitch will miss for ball 3. A couple of pitches. They're just missing the strike zone, and that middle ball was definitely low and out. There, and Sen delivers a strike down the middle there to Bachman, and we'll see if he can battle out of the 3-1 deficit. And that one will be high, and Bachman reaches on a 5-pitch walk. And that brings up Tommy Simon.
Shortstop, Tommy Simon.
And that one ripped foul, and it'll be out of play.
There's another foul ball opportunity sponsored by Dana Schlomer Construction. Please bring all balls back to the press box for a token of appreciation.
Once again, the runner on first is Will Bachman here for Fargo Post 2. And he was showing bunt, and he will take it for strike. Strike 2 to be more specific. So Bachman will get a short lead off on first. Sen will ignore him and deliver the pitch in for a strike. That is a 3-pitch strikeout to Tommy Simon. Fouled away pitch and 2 thrown strikes, and now Simon goes down looking. Calvin Clausen steps up to the plate here for Post 2. And they'll try the pickoff, but Bachman back in time. No worries there for Post 2. And that one out into left field. They'll bounce just beyond the infield. Caden Graff will just wait for it to come to him, and that will allow Clausen to get on with a single, pushing Bachman up to second.
Third baseman, number 24, Dylan Earls.
Dylan Earholtz. Earholtz, is I believe is how it's said, actually. I'll give credit, though. They're on those tough ones on these 2 rosters. They've gotten pretty close. Once again, double elimination format, so every team in the tournament is promised at least 2 games. This one's fouled back over onto the roof, over the roof, and to the left of the post 40 baseball bus. Good for a strike on the fouled away pitch, and see if Sen can get another K here on Earholtz, excuse me. Earholtz will lift it to right, and no drop. Just inside the line. Rounding third is Will Bachman, and he will score. It's now 2-0 in favor of Post 2. And that's a 1-run RBI single for Earholtz that scores Bachman, pushing Clausen up to third. Puts runners on the corners here for Danny Boutain.
Second baseman, number 5, Danny Boutain.
That was the 4th hit of the game here for Post 2. And only 1 away here, and Post 2 dropping hits into the outfield. You could call it textbook hitting if that's what you'd like to call it. And the throw home, and the tag applied, and he's safe. So that'll be an RBI fielder's choice for Boutain. That moves Earholtz up to second. So it's now 3-0 in favor of Post 2.
First baseman, Connor Holm.
Post 400's going to have to be careful here. No doubleheader to try and get a second chance down that to get it done in this game here. Otherwise, they'll have to work their way up through the bottom half of the bracket. And that one bunted down the third base line and eventually rolls foul. Good for a strike. Connor Holm, the batter. Once again, the runner's on. Earholtz on second, Boutain on first. And that one will skip in, and a nice block there by Gustafson to keep the runners on first and second. I'll even up the counter at 1 ball, 1 strike. Holm grounded out last time he was at the plate. He's 0 for 1 on that ground out directly to first. Got in there for a strike. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a big strikeout on the horizon here for Sen if he can get it. Only 1 out here with 2 runners on, and Post 2 have scored 2 this inning so far to take the 3-0 lead. And this one will skip off the turf for ball 2, excuse me. .30 pitches for Sen now, 20 strikes, 10 balls. Here, 30 minutes into the ball game. Here's pitch 31. And this one to right, and making the grab there is Lucht. Runners will hold at first and second, and that'll be bring up Ben Osley, and they'll put 2 down here for Post 2.
Left fielder Ben Osley.
Osley taps the plate, digs in, and awaits the pitch here from Kobe Sen. And Osley will crank it right towards Easton Rarick to second for the force out on Boutain, as Erholtz had to jump over the ball to avoid getting hit by it. But Post 2 will get 2 across the plate, and lucky for Post 400 that it wasn't more than that. It's now a 3-0 deficit going into the third. We'll see if the Stars can respond when we return after this.
Marvin is hiring in Fargo. Marvin's pay starts at $18.50 to $22 per hour, and applying is easy at marvin.com/join us. Do you have experience in manufacturing? Join the Marvin team, where you'll learn based on your experience. Apply today at marvin.com/join us.
All right, so Post 2 leaves 2 on base in the bottom of the second. They get 2 runs on 2 hits, no Post 400 errors, and now we move into the top of the third, and the batter is Easton Rarick. As we'll turn down Phil Collins for the moment, and now we'll turn it back up. Here's Kadera, and a swing and a miss, strike 1 to Rarick, who was walked last time he was at the plate. That makes Rarick 0 for 0. As more fans start to fill in the seats here at BNC National Bank Field. Pitch is high and out, ball 1, 1-1 the count now here to Rarick. We'll see Kobe Sen and Colton Almy this inning for sure. It's batters 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup here for Post 400. And Cordero will deliver, and that's hit out into right field. Rarick will get the single. And that's a runner on for Kobe Sen.
The pitcher, Kobe Sen.
I'll move Colton Almy into the on-deck circle. And Senton blasts one right past, and it's juggled, and the head first slide, they got him out. That was a smart play by Simons. He was able to tap his foot on the bag at the last second. So Rarick on the force out, and Sen reaches on a fielder's choice. So runner remains on first with one out this time, and it's Colton Almy digging into the batter's box.
Center fielder, Colton Almy.
If Simon would have juggled that ball for another split second longer, Rarick would have been safe at second. And this one going out into center field, and they'll drop for a hit, and Kobe Sen at second will get there in time. And now we have two runners on for post 400. Sen on second, Almy on first, brings up Caden Graff.
Left fielder, Caden Graff.
So a hit into shallow center with Sen about halfway between first and second. And he was just far enough where he could reach the base before the throw got into Simon, the shortstop. So now, in the first inning, post 400 had the bases loaded, and they would ground out on a 6-4-3 double play, leaving the runner on third stranded. And this time, that one is going to left field, and it will drop for a hit. Picked up there by center fielder Headley, and coming around, play at the plate is not in time. Kobe Sen scores, and it's 3-1, and the Stars are on the board.
First baseman, Andy Bach.
So runners on first and second now, and it's 3-1 for off the RBI single for Caden Graff. Pitch comes in for a ball here for Mock, who reached on an error last time he was at the plate. So once again, runners on first and second for the Stars. Tying run is on base. That's Caden Graff on first. And the pitch is outside, and it's ball two here to Andy Mock. Tate Gustafson is on deck if no double plays happen. We'll see him next. And the windup from Cadera. And that one's ripped foul on an early swing by Andy Mock. Good for a strike, 2-1. And that is into left field. It'll drop for a hit. And rounding third, and another throw home, and the throw will not make it. That's Colton Almy sliding in to make it 3-2. And back-to-back RBI singles, one to left center, one directly to left, and that's Tate Gustafson's turn to see if he can duplicate the previous two batters' outcomes. So Caden Graff on second, Andy Mock on first, Tate Gustafson the batter, and the Stars are within a run here with a runner in scoring position and only one out. Eli Mock moves into the on-deck circle here as Cadera sets, kicks, and delivers. Got the outside edge for a strike. Gustafson reached on a fielder's choice last time he was at the plate. And strike two, a couple of nice pitches there by Cadera. Want to say hi to Don, Jesse, and Jake who are watching the game back in Fargo. At the all-famous Blue Garage at Starry Bank Field there. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count here to take Gustafson. Runners on include Andy Mock and Caden Graff. And they try to throw out to second. Graff remains safe. The Stars have battled back here. Let's see if they can get one more and tie this one up. And they probably won't there. That's probably going to be popped up, and a chance for the first baseman to make the catch, and he does. Connor Holm right at the first base fence makes the grab for out number 2. So that will retire Gustafson, bring up Eli Mock.
Third baseman, Eli Mock.
Once again, nice job there by the first baseman Holm to be aware of where that wall was at, and he'd make the grab just as it was about to go over. Kadera sends strike 1 across the plate. He's tossed 3 of his last 4 in that same outside position, caught the edge all 3 times. And that one's hit well, and not as well as I thought. I thought that was going to go a little bit deeper, but Butane will make the grab just as the infield meets the outfield. The Stars get 2 across on 3 hits, and they leave 2 stranded on base. Fargo post 2 committing no errors in the top half of the 3rd, and it's a 1-run game.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, there's Kobe Sen warming up here at BNC National Bank Field in Mandan, North Dakota. It's the first of 14 games of the State AA Baseball Tournament, and it's double elimination format, so every team will have at least 2 games in this tournament. The teams that lose today will battle against each other and try and get back to the winner's bracket here on Saturday. But once a team loses twice, they go home, and that's it. And right now we have a 1-run game here between 2 rivals, the Post 400 Stars and Fargo Post 2. And a strike is tossed there by Kobe Sen, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Caden Headley, the batter, who's 1 for 1 with a single. He would send that out into center field last time he was at the plate. And he's going to send another one. This one high deep to right center. Where'd it go? It went to center field. I lost the ball there for a moment. My apologies. And a fly out for Headley to
Catcher
second.
number 7, Adam Leininger.
And now Adam Leininger will try his luck here against Kobe Sen as it's 1 up, 1 down for the Post 2, Fargo Post 2. The network center in Fargo, along with Marvin in Fargo, as that one's fouled off down the first base line for a strike. The Ball Yard, Go Promo in West Fargo, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, and Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. Certainly appreciate all their support. If it wasn't for those sponsors, we would not have all the games of the tournament here this weekend. So if you have a chance to patronize those businesses, we'd certainly appreciate that. That one's fouled off, and now Leininger's facing a count of no balls and 2 strikes on 2 fouled off pitches here. And we'll see if Sen can finish it off with the icing on the cake with strike 3 or not. Sen winds, delivers high and out. Maybe try to get him to chase it on purpose. He'll take the ball, and it's 1-2. Had that been a little bit lower, there's a possibility that Leininger might have taken a swing at it, but a little high, and most batters won't climb the ladder. You rarely see it. And Sen tried to get him to climb the ladder again there on that occasion as well. And like I said, you rarely see it. And now the count is even at 2-2, and Sen has pitch 40 coming up right here. And this one's going to be popped up, shallow left, and it will be Easton Rarick making the grab. Shortstop going into the outfield for the out. That's 2 away, and now it's up to Will Bachman to try and keep this inning going here for post 2. Leading by 1 after they give up 2 for the Stars in the top half of the inning. Bachman was walked last time, and Sen will get a strike across the plate this time. 0-1. Once again, no runners on. 2 up, 2 down here for post 2. And Sen and the Stars looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. He just missed the strike zone on that pitch. I'll even it up at 1-1. Our second game of the day will feature the Minot Vistas and the Dickinson Rough Riders. Minot the 3 seed, Dickinson the 6 seed in this tournament, and that'll be game 2 here on Magnitude Sports from BNC National Bank Field in Mandan. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count, and he just missed it. So now the count is even again at 2-2. 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors for post 400. 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error for Fargo post 2. And this one's popped up, and that will end the inning there as Eli Mott makes the grab. And the post 2 goes down 1-2-3. And we move to the 4th with the Stars down 1. They'll look to equalize it when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal. Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, 3-2 in favor of post 2 over the post 400 Stars. Rivalry match here in the first game of the 2021 AA State Baseball Tournament. Live here at BNC National Bank Field in Mandan on the Magnitude Sports Media Network as we move into the top of the 4th. The Stars looking to knot it up here. And that is hit deep and to right center, and drifting over is Clausen, and he'll make the catch. So 1 up, 1 down here for the Stars. It was a 1-2-3 inning for post 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. As Byswinger flies out, and now Oliver Luck, the top of the order once again here for post 400. We'll try and prevent going 2 up, 2 down. And the pitch is a little bit low, but just at knee level or slightly below for ball 1. Oliver Luck struck out swinging, and he struck out swinging again on his first 2 at the plate. And this one comes in for a strike, and now the count is even at 1-1. Mike Mason alongside Janice helping us out on scoreboard and graphics today. We certainly appreciate her help. And here's the windup from Cadera, and that one will be hit towards right field. And once again, it's 2 up, 2 down on 2 flyouts to right as Clausen makes the catch again. And now it's up to Easton Rarick to keep the inning going.
Shortstop, Easton Rarick.
1 ball, no strikes here to Easton Rarick. He walked and singled to right. Shallow right on his last at bat. And he'll foul this one off over the press box to the off the third base line, and it's good for a strike. 1-1 the count. Minot Vistas have now arrived. They are watching this game from the far right field fence. That one, kind of a rainbow pitch that never dropped. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count here to Easton Rarick. 305 down the left field line, 320 down the right field line, 336 to left center, 350 to right center, 385 to straightaway center, and 390 is the deepest part of the ballpark, just to the right of the American flag. You could call it on the border of right center and center field. 2-2 fouled away, and it'll remain 2-2 once again. So a couple of fouled away pitches keeps the counts where it's at. Our third game of the day will feature 4-seeded Bismarck Governors versus the 5-seeded Grand Forks Royals. That one's scheduled to start at approximately 4 p.m. as the count now moves to full here to Easton Rarick at 3-2. On deck is Kobe Sen if Rarick can reach base. There delivers, and Rarick delivers out into left field, and it's caught there by Ben Osley. And it's ending over here as we move to the break. And it remains 3-2 in favor of Post 2. Back in a moment.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. As sun warms up here to get things started for the bottom half of the fourth. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Marvin in Fargo, the Network Center, Ball-Yard in Fargo, Go Promo in West Fargo, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, and last but certainly not least, Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. It's been a fun season. This one seems like it's gone by at warp speed, at least in my humble opinion. Maybe others felt differently, but last year's baseball season that was delayed and went all the way up to the doorstep of football season in August last year seemed to go by like driving 35 in a 50-mile stretch of construction on the interstate. And this one went a little bit faster, and that one's going to be popped up. And backpedaling there is by Swinger into shallow right center to make the grab for out number 1. And it's 1 up, 1 down, 4 up, 4 down here for post 2. And now Calvin Clausen will try his luck against Sen. I have Colby Sen at 46 pitches, and that's what they have him as well. 46 pitches puts him in the 2 days of rest category. Once again, the daily max is 105. So if the Stars make it to, trying to think what day of the week it is right now. If the Stars make it to Thursday, then Kobe Sen could pitch again. Check that. If he makes it to Friday, then he could pitch again. And that one's hit up high, right field, and getting underneath it there is Oliver Luck. He makes the grab, and that's 5 up, 5 down in the last 5 batters here for post 2. And now it's going to be up to Dylan Erholtz.
Third baseman, Dylan Erholtz.
Erholtz singled on a grounder pass first into right field. Or no, not a grounder. I meant to say a little rainbow hit that dropped right inside the foul line. No balls and a strike now here to Erholtz. Sen delivers. And right up towards second, nearly a diamond cutter, and the throw up, and he dropped the ball, and he'll be safe as a result. And he'll be safe again as Tate Gustafson makes the long trip up to first base to try and apply the tag. So that will be, I believe that'll be charged as an error, even though they haven't. No, they will charge it as a hit. They put a hit up on the scoreboard, so we'll do the same.
Second baseman, Danny Boutain.
So Erholtz reaches on a single, an infield single. And now Danny Boutain, who reached on a fielder's choice last time he was up, will step into the batter's box here. It's a 1-1 game, and that pitch comes in high and in for a ball 1 to Boutain. Connor Holm on deck. Kobe Sen now at 51 pitches. And that one hit him, so Boutain will reach base via hit by a pitch. That puts 2 runners on for Connor Holm, who's 0 for 2. A ground out to first and a fly out to locked in right field his last time at the plate.
First baseman, Connor Holm.
So once again to reset, Boutain on first, Erholtz on second, and Connor Holm the batter as Kobe Sen will set. He'll ignore the bases, wind and deliver, and got it in there for a strike. Nice pitch there by Kobe Sen, and it's 0-1 to the batter Connor Holm. Ben Osley's on deck if Holm can reach base. And this one will be a one-hopper towards second. A little flip there from Byswinger to Rarick, and they'll get the force out at second on Boutain, and that will end the inning. So 4 complete, and it's a 1-run game as we head to the top of the 5th. The Stars bat next after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, welcome back. Kadera now with 63 pitches. That puts him in the 3 days rest category. 61 to 80. If he reaches beyond 81, he'll be forced to have 4 days rest before he's allowed to pitch again. Once again, the daily max is 105. Pitchers can make 2 appearances per day. Or, I'm sorry, 2 appearances in 3 consecutive days is what I meant to say. Pitch will miss for a ball to Kobe Sen, who's 1 for 2. he would single on to right and reach on a fielder's choice as his teammate would be tossed out at second on that play. And this one lifted up high. It's going back, and it hits the wall. And that was about 3 inches shy of being a home run. Instead, it's a double for Kobe Sen, and he's on base. And he will get rid of the armband here and retake his base, and it's a double for Sen, bringing up Colton Almy.
Center fielder, Colton Almy.
A little more power in that swing, or a little bit better launch angle. And this game would have been tied, but tying run on base with in scoring position with nobody out here as we reach the 1 hour mark of the ball game now. Pitch will miss low. Codera tosses it in for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Colton Almy. And that one's hit well towards center again. And that one is in the glove of Headley. And Headley will fire it back into Simon, the shortstop, to keep Kobe Sen at second. So one away now here, and now it's up to Caden Graff.
Left fielder, Caden Graff.
Well, it's not really up to him because there's one out, so. But it's up to him to not get out number 2. Let's put it that way. They'll try the pickoff on Sen at second, but no success on that one. And that one's up high. Leininger jumping up quick there to make sure Sen doesn't take off for third. Big opportunity here for Post 400 to tie this game. And the pitch. And grounded foul off the first base side for a strike. 2-1. I want to say hi to Jim, watching from Denver, North Carolina. You're very welcome. Glad we could broadcast these games. I want to say hi to Darrow, who says, let's go Fargo Wink. So I'm guessing that means he's cheering for both teams. I know better than that, but I had to give him a little bit of grief. And Mark asks, is Post 400 1 versus Post 2 this year? Yes, they have. And the last time these two teams played, it went to 8 innings, and Post 400 walked it off on a throwing error back to the plate. And the winning run would score from third. So they would end up winning that game. I believe the final score is 9-8 in 8 innings. So, yes, Mark, they have the two teams have split this year. And the winner of this one will pick up the season series, if that's what you want to call it. Grounder towards short. The throw to third, and he's out at third. So that's 2 out. They get the lead runner to Sen, but Almy's on with a fielder's choice, and now it's Caden Graff. I'm a batter behind. I'm sorry.
First baseman, Andy Mock.
It's Andy Mock now. Caden Graff, the runner on first, and this one's going towards first. Backpedaling there is Connor Holm, and he'll make the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they strand one on base here, and the score remains 3-2 as we roll into the bottom of the 5th. And we'll be back after the break.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. A 3-2 lead here for Fargo Post 2 over the Post 400 Stars here in the first game of the state tournament. And it'll be the former star, now Post 2 guy, Ben Osley, and he has not been successful here against his former team up to this point. He's 0 for 2. Ground out, reaches on a fielder's choice. Now he has a little bit of success as he'll hit the single to left to get on base, and I'll bring up Caden Headley.
Center fielder number 14, Caden Headley.
Once again, if you go to our website at msportsnet.com, click on schedule, you can find out exactly how this tournament breaks down, as we got it pretty detailed on our schedule as far as winner of plays loser of, et cetera, all the way through the championship game on Saturday. And that one will go out of play as the Post 400 faithful will not be able to watch Andy Mock get that out close up. And showing bunt, and you missed the bunt for a strike, and it's 0-2 now here to Headley. Adam Leininger is on deck. We'll see him for sure, and then we'll see if we get beyond Leininger or not. No balls and 2 strikes. Ben Osley, the runner on for Fargo Post 2. They lead by a run right now here in the top of the 5th with nobody out. And that one hit well and deep to right field. It might drift foul, and going after it, but not able to get there in time is Oliver Luck. It'll drop for a no additional strike 2. There we go. So that fouled away pitch puts Kobe Sen at 58 pitches now. 41 of them have been recorded as strikes. Not a bad split on the ball strike split there. He does increase the ball count from 17 to 18 on that one, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now here to Caden Headley. Once again, Adam Leininger is on deck, and on pitch 60, Osley on first, and Kobe Sen will get the signal here from Gustafson. He'll set, and to the best of my knowledge, ignores first. Gustafson blocks it to keep Osley on first, and the count moves to 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the windup in the delivery, and that one will be chopped. Byswinger comes in, fires it over to first. Andy Monk makes the grab, and that's 1 down. It will advance Osley up to second. They'll bring up Adam Leininger.
Catcher, Adam Leininger.
So lone runner on second now. Fouled off for a strike. 61 pitches now make it 62. Puts Kobe Sen into the 3 days rest category. So Kobe Sen would be able to pitch again if the Stars made it to Saturday's portion of the bracket. And that would have been a home run had it stayed fair, but he hit 2 vehicles. Not sure which 2, but he did hit 2 vehicles out in the parking lot before it hit the ground. Both teams with 6 hits. And Sen delivers on the 0-2. And that one, the line drive out into center field, make that right field. And Oliver Luck makes the grab. It's more towards right center, and that puts 2 out here, and that brings up Will Bachman.
Designated hitter, Will Bachman.
I'm not sure why I have trouble finding the ball in the outfield here. I don't know if it's the way that the overhang shades or what, but last time I went to the eye doctor, I had 20/20 vision, so I know it's not me. This one grounded out in the direction of Eli Mock. He will step into the throw. The Mock-to-Mock connection ends the top of the 5th. Eli to Andy on the 5-3 ground out. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, those 2 takes the field defensively here, and they'll see if they can hang on to their 1-run lead as we are in the top of the 6th inning here, and this has been a good one in our early morning bracket edition of the state tournament here in Mandan at BNC National Bank Field. Once again, I want to say thanks to the tournament committee here as one of those guys named Kurt. I'm trying to, I swear my pages are glued together here. Here we go. Kurt Miller. Talked to him on the phone yesterday. It's like, just wanted to make sure you were aware that we were coming. He's like, yep, we got a spot set up for you here that I think you'll like. And then when I arrived here today, the staff here brought McDonald's sandwiches up this morning to make sure that we were able to make it through 4 games today. And we certainly appreciate that. So I had a sausage McMuffin at no charge, thanks to the friendly hospitality crew here at Mandan. This one's going to be drifting foul and out of play. No chance for home to make a play on that one. As it's now 0-2 here to take Gustafson. He's also 0 for 2. Reached on fielder's choice, and then he would pop out to the first baseman home. And this time he will not pop out. The ball will hit, or the ball will drop for a hit. It's a single for Gustafson out into medium right center. And that time I didn't lose the ball.
Third baseman, Eli Mock.
And now the Eli Mock, who got post 2 out of the bottom half of the 5th.
Ethan Kloss.
Ethan Kloss will take over. And I looked down for a split second there. I believe it was a drop third strike possibly.
Jackson Weisswinger.
Or maybe a bunt. I did not see it. I was looking down, but all I know is that Kloss is on safely at second. In that situation, a sacrifice bunt makes sense, so that's how I'll record it. So now the tying run is on second, and the pitch comes out low for a ball. The batter, Jackson Weisswinger, hit by a pitch his first time up, and then he would fly out to Clausen in right field last time he was at the plate. Now Cadera staring down Claus on second. On his third look, he'll deliver the pitch, and he'll miss it for a ball too. It just missed though, a little high and maybe a little bit out. And it's 2 balls and no strikes here. As Cadera, 75 pitches, 46 of them, according to my numbers, have been recorded as strikes. And he'll miss this one. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. So either a free base coming up for Weisswinger, or Weisswinger will take and grant the free strike to Cadera. We'll see which one of those two happen here. Cadera keeping his eyes on Claus on second. The windup in the 3-0. Got it in there for a strike, but just barely. And now it's 3-1 here to Weisswinger, and Cadera will have to battle out of the 3-1 hole. Oliver Luck is on deck. If whatever happens here with Weisswinger, will return to the top of the order next, as long as no double plays happen. And that one's high, and Weisswinger walks, and that brings up Oliver Luck. So runners on first and second now here for post 400. The go-ahead run is on base.
Number 6, Oliver Luck.
Oliver Luck moving Easton Rarick into the on-deck circle here, and post 400 trailing 3-2 here in the top of the 6th. An hour and 18 minutes into the ball game. And now Leininger, as well as the coach and teammates, will make a trip to the mound. So we'll take a timeout and be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. Dylan Ehrholtz is the new pitcher, and he'll get a quick chat here from Leininger before he faces off against Oliver Lucht. 83 pitches for Cadera. And that sets up some defensive changes on the infield, too. Danny Butane moves to third. Connor Holm moves to second. Luke Callett comes into the game to play first base. Runners on first and second for the Stars. Beiswinger on first. Claus on second. And the pitch here to Lucht is in for ball one. And it's ball two to Lucht. Lucht 0 for 3, struck out swinging his first two times, flied out to right field this most recent trip to the plate. We have a good one here in this state tournament opening game of the state tournament, and it's outside, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. And a walk here would load the bases for Easton Rarick, who's on the on-deck circle. Got in there for a strike, so now it's 3-1. Ehrholtz sets, missed it high and out, and the bases are loaded as Lucht walks, and that brings up Easton Rarick.
Shortstop, Easton Rarick.
One away, bases loaded. Claus on third, Beiswinger second, Oliver Lucht on first. Kobe Sen on deck. It's a power edition of the lineup here for the post 400 Stars, and it couldn't come at a more perfect time here. Down one with the bases loaded. And now the coach is going to come out and have a quick chat here with Ehrholtz, as he has tossed his first 5 pitches as balls. And he's going to bring in the infield as well. And it doesn't look like there's a pitching change. He looked at, or he motioned Connor Holm to come in, and it looks like maybe they will have a pitching change, actually. Can't quite see who's in on the mound. Yes, they will have a pitching change. It will be Tommy Simon, the new pitcher. So Ehrholtz in for 5 pitches only. And all 5 of them were balls. Now the bases are loaded. So this is a unique situation.
Attention now.
So
playing shortstop, post 2, number 24, Dylan Ehrholtz. And moving to pitcher, number 1, Tommy Simon.
So Caden Cadera will be responsible for Ethan Claus on third. Dylan Ehrholtz will be responsible for Beiswinger and Lucht on second and first before we can close the book on either pitcher for post 2 here. I think that's the first time that's happened in my career. So once again, to reset, you got Oliver Lucht on first, Jackson Beiswinger on second, Ethan Claus on third. Easton Rarick's the batter, and Kobe Sen is on deck. as Tommy Simon, the former shortstop, will continue his warm-up pitches. Most times they get 10 warm-ups, even though it feels like a lot more than 10. And Erholtz, after 5 pitches on the bump there for post 2, will take over Simon's spot at the shortstop position. 2 runs on 7 hits for post 400, and they've committed no errors. They've left a total of 7 on base. For Fargo post 2, 3 runs on 6 hits. They've committed 1 error, and they've left 5 on base so far here. We're in the top of the 6th in a 1-run game, and the base is loaded. And now Easton Rarick digs back into the batter's box. A big opportunity here for the post 400 Stars, and the pitch comes in for a strike. And a nice job there on the first pitch from Simon to make the count 1-1. That's right, because Erholtz pitched to Rarick on the first pitch, which was a ball, and now Simon delivers a strike to even the count at 1-1, and now it's 2-1. So Erholtz could pitch in tomorrow's game for post 2, as the pitchers are allowed .30 pitches with no days of rest, and he only tossed 5, so that one's hit up high. Going to right field. Back to the wall. Runner's going to tag. That is Ethan Claus. He will score. Beiswinger will tag on second to move into third. Puts runners on the corners on the sac fly by Rarick, and that ties the game.
Pitcher number 10, Kobe Sen.
So 2 away here. Runners on the corners. Kobe Sen, a single, fielder's choice, and a double. Single to right, fielder's choice, and then the double to right or left center. That one came, I believe that was the one that came about maybe 3-4 inches shy of going over the wall for what would have been a solo shot to tie the game at 3-3 earlier, a couple innings ago. 1 ball, no strike here to Kobe Sen. Colton Almy on deck. And that one sent into the turf for a ball. Last time these two teams met, it took 8 innings. Right now we're in the 6th and we're tied. And that one's low. And it's ball 3 here to Kobe Sen, and Simon at risk of loading the bases again. Beiswinger in third, Oliver locked on first. And the pitch. Got in there for the free strike. So Simon cashing in his coupon to Kobe Sen. And now he'll have to earn the next strike. A grounder, and it will sneak by the third baseman, Butane. Beiswinger comes in to score. It's an RBI single, moving Luck up to second, and the Stars have taken a 4-3 lead here in the top of the 6th.
Center fielder, Colton Almy.
Can Colton Almy continue this so far so great inning for post 400? As we reach the 90-minute mark, a few seconds shy of the 90-minute mark of the ball game now. I think that pitch came in for a ball. I was looking down. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. Oh, no, it came in as a strike, 0-1, I guess. They still haven't put it up on the scoreboard, but our scoreboard operator for your television screen put it in as a strike. And now it's at least a 1 strike count. And now, I think there we go. It's 0-2. Yep, the scoreboard was a strike behind. Scoreboard operator was a strike behind. Not the magnitude one, the field one. That one's high and in. Almy had to lean back a little bit on that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one's going to left field. It's going deep to left field. Over the head of Ben Osley. And coming around to score is Oliver Locke. They will pump the brakes on Sen at third. And it's an RBI single for Colton Almy over the head of Ben Osley to left field. And the Stars lead is gained to 2. They have now scored 3 in this top of the 6th. So runners on the corners, check that second and third is what I intended to say. And Caden Graff will try his luck. And that one's also going to left field. That one's going all the way back over the head of Ben Osley once again. It's an exact replay of the previous batter. Kobe Sen scores, and it's 6-3, and the Stars have doubled up here on Fargo Post 2.
First baseman, Andy Bach.
They actually scored 2 on that one. Caden Graff gets a double. It's 7-3. So it's a 2-run double over the head of Ben Osley in left field to make the score 7-3. On 2 exact replays, the only difference between the 2 replays is the first time it was a RBI single, the second time it was a 2-run RBI double. There isn't enough people on base to get a 3-run triple, so... That one's hit high. That one's going deep. That one is into the glove of Caden Headley, and that ends what Post 2 would probably call a nightmare inning. 5 runs in the top of the 4th for the Stars, and they lead 7-3 in Post 2. Has some work to do now. We'll see what they do when they bring out the bats after this break here on Magnitude.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, Kobe Sen back on the mound. Stars get 5 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and they leave 1 on base in the top half of 6, and they get a 4-run advantage off those 5 runs. And now,
number 1,
Tommy Simon, Calvin Clausen, and Dylan Erholtz will be the batters to try and cut that deficit down here in the bottom of the 6th for Post 2. First one fouled away for a strike. It's 0-1. A lot of fans in blue with big smiles on their faces right now. That one's going to be popped up right over our heads. And just missed another man down team bus.
Thank you.
Almost hit the roof. Sen on the 0-2 delivery. Oh, just missed the strike zone, and it was 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That one looked like it was coming in for strike 3, but he just missed it. And that one drops for a ball. I want to say hi to Josh watching from Blue Country, not quite Post 400 Blue, but Kindred Viking Blue Country. And we want to thank Josh and anybody else in Kindred watching the game today. That one is fouled off just on the left leg, just below the knee there, Simon. Spun around like a top for a moment there. Now he's going to try and walk it off. Hope that he's okay. Pretty sure that he will be. But those absolutely sting when that happens. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count here to Tommy Simon. And that one's fouled off, and it'll remain 2-2. Only 1 strikeout officially here for Kobe Sen. It came against Tommy Simon back in the 2nd inning. And now Tommy Simon is fouling him off left and right here to stay alive. He's fouled off 5 of 7 pitches. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And Sen gets his 2nd strikeout. That's a big strikeout, puts an out on the board, brings up Calvin Clausen. He's 1 for 2. He singled into left, and he would fly out to Oliver Luck in right field. Should give the Stars 1 more hit. They have 10 and not 9. There's a lot to keep track of in that inning, but he got it right now. 0-1 here to Clausen. Once again, he's 1 for 2. Single to left and a fly out to right. And now the count is even at 1-1. Is that pitch a little bit off the mark? And that one's low and out for a ball. I'm going to say to Mark, I think you're exactly right. The ball is the same color as the sky right now with these hazy conditions, and that would explain why I've lost a couple into the outfield on pop flies. Clausen's now 2 for 3 as he singles once again to left. That's what he did back in the 1st inning of play. And now post 2 has a runner on, and it's Dylan Erholtz, the scheduled batter.
Shortstop, number 24, Dylan Erholtz.
Gustafson will make a trip up to the mound, and Coach Coach Bryan will come out to the, I'm going to have to pay back some money to our president now for saying that one. We'll take a quick moment here and be back in a moment.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, back to the bottom of the 6th. No balls, no strikes. It's Dylan Erholtz, the batter. 2 for 2. A single to right and a single, infield single up to about the 2nd base area. Strike 1 here for Kobe Sen. Kobe Sen has 2 strikeouts, and they've both been against Tommy Simon, who he struck out for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. This one grounded foul, and that creates an 0-2 count. In the 0-2, swung on, hit up high to right, and foul. That one goes out of play, and there is a little bit more room for a camera view there other than a big black post. The 0-2. That one will drop. Nice job by Gustafson. He blocked that one. He smothered it, and that allows Clausen to not move. He stays on first, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 up high. That levels it up at 2-2. It's our final 14 baseball games of the season, maybe 15. And then we'll be off until August 26th when we do our first volleyball game of the fall. This one fouled up and back, straight up behind home plate. Now the official will put a new ball into play here. Kobe Sen working on a 2-2 count. Runner on first. Here's Clausen. He winds and delivers, and that one's hit out into left field. That'll be good for a single as Graff will scoop it up, and Clausen moves to second. And now 2 runners on.
Third baseman, number 5, Danny Boutin.
With 1 out, and we're going to have a new pitcher. Kobe Sen's going to come out. And coming into the game here, let's see who's trotting in. So Kobe Sen will be responsible for the runners on first and second should they come around to score. Trying to take a look at the lineup here. Still haven't seen a jersey number, so. And I don't recognize, there we go. Now I got Drew Rarick on the mound. So Drew Rarick will take over. And we'll let him warm up and we'll take a break here. It's 7-3 in favor of the Post 400 Stars here in the bottom of the 6th. With 1 out and 2 runners on. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, we're in the bottom of the 6th here, and that's Drew Rarick on the mound. He's taking over for Kobe Sen. I had him down for 83 pitches unofficially. 82 pitches, 57 strikes, 25 balls. Byswinger will come out of the game. Kobe Sen will move to second base, and that's the only defensive changes here for Post 400. And now Rarick will face off against Danny Boutin. 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice, and he was hit by a pitch. Ooh, and did he get hit again? He just barely ducked out of the way if he didn't. Ball 1. Post 400 Stars have 7 runs on the board, so they bring in number 7 to pitch to try and close out this 6th inning here. And if this score holds, Kobe Sen will get the win and Rarick will get the save. Once again, Sen responsible for both runners on base. And a strike comes in, and it's 1-1. Those runners are Calvin Clausen on second and Dylan Erholtz on first. Hour and 45 minutes into the ball game now, here in the bottom of the 6th. And at one point, Post 2 led 3-2, and Post 400 scoring 5 unanswered so far here in the top of the 6th. On a 1-run single over the head of Ben Osley to left, and a 2-run double over the head of Ben Osley to left. And then another hit to left center that was snagged by Caden Headley, but had a little more elevation, it probably would have been a 2-run homer. But the Stars with a 7-3 lead. And they're playing it safe here, pulling Kobe Sen off the mound. That one will skip off for a ball, and it hit Butane after it ricocheted off the shoulder pad of Gustafson, so it's not officially a hit by a pitch. I want to say hi to Adam Bitts watching. It certainly was a big inning for Post 400. They're looking for a big bottom half of the inning here as Rarick's trying to strike out Butane. It's 0-2. Or actually, I think it's 1-2. And the scoreboard operator at the field here is maybe a pitch behind. We'll see if the official gives us any confirmation here on the count. And he will not. So at the moment, we believe it's 1-2. Scoreboard on the field shows 0-2. Either way, it's a 2-strike count. Rarick switches directions there. Forces Clausen to touch up on second. Don't forget about Earholtz on first. The tying run is on deck. And that batter is Connor Holm. And it'll go past Easton Rarick. And nice job there by, I believe that was Caden Graff, as he was able to get the throw in quickly here.
First baseman, number 8, Connor Holm.
So now the bases are loaded on a single by Butane past the shortstop Rarick. Not much Rarick could do about that one. And now the tying run is at the plate. It's Connor Holm as we return to the top of the order here for Post 2. One away. Rarick delivers. And a liner into center field. That will score 1 run. Almy will throw it back in quickly here. And the bases remain loaded on an RBI single by Connor Holm that makes it 7-4 as Post 2 tries to work their way back into this one here.
Osley.
Now Ben Osley will try and redeem himself after having 2 hits going over his head into left field. He's got the bases loaded here. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was low and out. Strike 1. Osley 1 for 3. Grounded out to second. Reached on a fielder's choice and then singled to shallow left. Rarick gets a signal. Ignores the runners. Winds up, delivers the 0-1. Swing and fouled back. Strike 2. The 0-2. Now on right back. They'll go home for the force out. They'll go up to first for the double play. How about that? That ends the bottom of the 6th, and we go to the 7th. And the Stars have a chance to add some insurance runs when we come back. That is a 1-2-3 double play to end.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, 7-4, and we're in the top of the 7th here. Tate Gustafson, Eli Mock, Jackson Beiswinger. It's the bottom of the order for Post 400 as we move into the top of the 7th, and these Stars looking to add some insurance runs to the 3-run lead that they have right now. Stars got out of a bases-loaded jam with 1 out on a 1-2-3 double play. They get the force out at home. The catcher would throw it up to first. And that one drops for a hit over the outstretched arms of Connor Holm playing second base. And he's on with a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th. And it's Eli Mock stepping up to the plate next.
Third baseman, Eli Mock.
Tate Gustafson will be replaced here by Ethan Claus, who will come in to run at first. 21 hits in this game so far. He was showing bunt, pulled the bunt back. The official at second said he didn't go. It's 1 ball, no strike. And now he'll bunt it, and he'll look at second, throw it to first. The sack bunt moves Claus into scoring position for Jackson Beiswinger.
Pitcher, Drew Rarick.
So runner on second is Claus. And the pitch. In for a strike to Beiswinger. He's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch. He would fly out to right, and then he would be walked to the most recent trip to the plate. No balls on a strike this time around here to Beiswinger as Tommy Simon, who came in a couple innings ago to take over for Cadera. And this one past third, off the glove into foul territory, and that's fair. Ethan Claus will put up the brakes at third, and runners on the corners now as we move back to the top of the order. It's Oliver Locke stepping up to the plate. Danny Butane tried to grab that ball, and it ricocheted off his glove, foul.
Fielder, Oliver Locke.
And Beiswinger's on with a base hit.
Courtesy running, Jake Jaroszewski.
So once again, Oliver Locke 0 for 3, struck out twice. Then he'd fly out to right, and then he was walked last time he was at the plate. Takes the pitch for strike 1. Ethan Claus on third, Jackson Beiswinger on first, and on deck is Easton Rarick. Fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes here. 1 out, a sac fly would double up the lead here. A base hit would be even better. And the runner goes to second. The throw is not even going to be made. And now there's 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Oliver Locke with Easton Rarick on deck. Kobe Sen to follow. That's the power portion of the batting order here for Post 400.
Yeah!
That one's hit to center field. It's going to drop for a hit. Coming in from third is Ethan Claus, and they will hold the brakes on Beiswinger, and the Stars have doubled up. It's 8-4. So first and third now for the Stars as Easton Rarick steps up to the plate.
Easton Rarick.
And still only one out. You got Rarick, Sen, Almy, Graf, Andy Mock, Tate Gustafson, all who can do some damage with the bat. And they're all back to back to back to back in the lineup here with one out. As we're about 4 minutes shy of the 2-hour mark of the ball game now. "23 hits and 1 error. That's pretty impressive. That one drops for a knee-level strike. That one could have gone either way. Rarick will dig back in here. That one skips in, and Rarick will have Beiswinger hold up on third. Luck will stay put at first. That evens the count at 1-1. They try the pick off at first, and safe. Comes in for strike 2 to Easton Rarick. The Stars would love to get Beiswinger in from third before this inning came to an end. Of course, they'd love to do more than that, but that would certainly be beneficial if they could do at least that. That one drops in for a ball and taken out for second. The throw is not made. And now a base hit could put the Stars in double digits. And not that I'm trying to predict the future here, but if Rarick were to strike out and Kobe Sen made the hit to put the Stars at 10, it won't happen. Rarick will make the hit. Rounding third is Oliver Luck. He will come in, and the throw won't be in time, and Easton Rarick with a 2-run single to right, and it's 10-4 with number 10, Kobe Sen, stepping up to the plate.
Second baseman, Kobe Sen.
That works out just as well. I was trying to figure out a segue if that were to happen, and well, wouldn't you know it, it worked out just fine. Simon on 30 pitches now. And Kobe Sen sends it to center field. That is caught. Runners will be held up. That's out number 2, and here's Colton Almy.
Center fielder, number 16, Colton Almy.
So the bases are empty. Oh, no, check that. Runner on first, excuse me. And that's Easton Rarick on first. Pitch is outside. Ball 1 here to Colton Almy. He's 2 for 3. A walk, a single to center, a fly out to right, and another single to left. That was the single that went over the head of Ben Osley to score the run that would put the Stars in front. or no, check that. That would tie the game. And then on the next batter, Caden Graff would put the Stars in front. As we've hit the 2-hour mark of the ball game now. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 7th, and the Stars leading by 6. Should be 2 balls and a strike, and that's what the scoreboard is finally updated to now. That one, I don't know about that one, but we'll go with it. 2-2. From my vantage point, it looked way outside, but the umpire is right behind the plate, so maybe he saw something that I didn't. That one will drop in for ball 3, and now it's a full count here to Colton Almy. So Simon with a big payoff pitch here. Fargo post 2 would prefer to not have to make up any more than 6. Swing and a miss, he got him, and they will have to make up at least 6. Otherwise, the Stars will live to see another day of the tournament. And it is now 10-4 after the Stars get 5 in the 6th and 3 in the 7th. And post 2 is down to their final 3 outs. Back in a moment here on Magnitude.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, I want to say hi to Jake and Matt.
Leading off at the bottom of the 7th, center fielder number 14, Kate Henley.
14 runs on 24 hits and 1 error, and the Stars have 10 of those 14 runs as we move into the bottom of the 7th. Once again, Jake and Matt chiming in on our chat. And we thank you very much for watching. This has been a good one here. Well, at least it was for both fan bases through the top of the 6th inning. And then it leaned a little bit in favor for the post 400 fans after that. And he gets the corner for a strike, and it's a quick 1-1 count here to the batter, Caden Headley, who's 1 for 3. Headley with a single to center, a fly out to center, and a ground out to second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. They have actually, I'm not sure when the second error occurred, but they have added a second error to the scoreboard on the field, so we will do the same. And he just missed, and now it's even at 2-2. Stars got out of the bottom of the 6th on a 1-2-3 double play. If you're not familiar with the number system, that's a hit to the pitcher, throw back to home, and the catcher goes up to first. And now it's a full count at 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Caden Headley. That one's hit hard to center field, and it will drop for a hit. Colton Almy just couldn't quite get there in time, and he's going to try for 3. And the throw will not make it in. And Headley on with a triple. Not a bad start for post 2, especially in the situation they're in. So now Adam Leininger will step up to the plate now here. Runner on third, nobody out. Post 2 got 1 run across the bottom of the 6th. They're trying to do at least the same here in the 7th, but they need 6 to force an 8th inning. Otherwise, the Stars will advance, and post 2 will go to the elimination round. We'll see what they have in their bats here. Like I said, they need 6 runs. They got a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Leininger. On deck is Will Bachman. And then Tommy Simon is behind him if we get that far into the lineup. And Tommy Simon is the only batter that post 400 has struck out while Kobe Sen was on the mound. And Kobe Sen had 2 strikeouts, and they were both against Tommy Simon. And if Simon reaches the batter's box, we'll see how Rarick does against him this time around. It's 2-1. Right now to Leininger. And the pitch. That one's hit up high. And it looks like it might be playable. And that's 1 away. Runner will tag. And he will score. So it's a sac fly, and it cuts the lead in half to 10-5. But it puts an out on the board for Will Bachman, who will step up to the plate now. So the leadoff triple by Headley paying dividends here in the bottom of the 7th, and now they need 5, and they have nobody out. Will Bachman 0 for 2.
First baseman, number 21, Luke Kellogg.
Or check that. It's not Bachman, my apologies. It is the new first baseman, Luke Khaled. Strike, and it's 1-1 to Khaled. Rarick at 22 pitches. If he can end this inning before he hits 30, he would be able to pitch tomorrow if the Stars chose to pitch him tomorrow. Got it in there for a strike. 23 pitches. Now on, fouled away to right field. Nobody will make a play on that one. It'll remain 1-2. Well, post 400 bus is now pulling up to about the direction that Khaled fouled that one away. Little chopper towards third. Eli Mock over to Andy Mock. In time for the out, and that's out number 2. The Mock-to-Mock connection records out 2. That empties the bases.
The pitcher.
And brings up Tommy Simon. Simon 0 for 3. Strikeout, fly out to center, or check that, fly out to second, and then another strikeout. And that was all while Kobe Sen was on the mound. And now Rarick has 1 more batter to go. That one comes off the lower barrel of the bat, and they'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch. Strike 1. He needs 2 strikes in 3 pitches, and able to stay in contention for pitching tomorrow. Otherwise, he'll go to a 1-day rest. Just missed it there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 27 pitches. Actually, he can hit 30. It's 31 that would put him at 1 day's rest. And it's 2 balls and a strike. I just looked up the official sheet of paper that showed that. 2-1, so he needs 2 strikes on the next 2 pitches, and he can pitch tomorrow. Or a ground out, and the Mock-to-Mock connection will win the game for the post 400 Stars. And the Stars defeat their rivals, the Fargo Post 2, by the final score of 10-5 here in the first game of the state tournament. And Drew Rarick finishes with 29 pitches, so he can pitch tomorrow if they want him to. I highly doubt he will, but you never know.
Players and coaches, remember, we do have a players and coaches.
This is the 7 seed upsetting a 2 seed here in the first round of the state tournament, and congratulations to the Post 400 Stars. Just their 3rd victory ever over Post 2 in program history, and they say 3 times a charm, and the 3rd time came here in the state tournament, and it's a good show of sportsmanship there. And we wish the best of luck to Post 2 in the remainder of this tournament. And whoever Post 2 ends up playing in the next game, we'll have that game for you here on Magnitude Sports. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, including Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, as well as Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Go Promo in West Fargo, the Ball Yard, the Network Center, and Marvin and Fargo. Certainly appreciate their support. That wraps up Game 1. It is now 12-12. And Game 2 is scheduled for, let's pull up our schedule here and find out for you. So game for 1 o'clock, so we got about a 45-minute break here before the start of the second game between Minot and Dickinson. And then in the 4 o'clock game, Bismarck will play Grand Forks. And in the 7 o'clock game, the home team, the A-seed Mandan Chiefs, will take on the 1-seeded West Fargo Patriots. And Fargo Post 2 will play tomorrow at 10 a.m. And Fargo Post 400 will play tomorrow at 4 p.m. So we'll update our schedule on our website to reflect that here. And once again, your final score in this one here in 7 innings of play. This time it didn't take extras. It's the Post 400 Stars, 10 runs on 14 hits. They committed no errors and left total of 9 on base. And Fargo Post 2, 5 runs on 11 hits. And they committed 2 errors and left a grand total of 7 on base. 1 game down and 3 more to go here today in the state tournament. We've had 1 upset. Will we have another one? If we do, it's going to be between the Minot Vistas and Dickinson Rough Riders in Game 2. Minot the 3 seed, Dickinson the 6 seed. That should be a good matchup. We'll have it for you next. Coming up at about 1 o'clock, we'll be back on the air in approximately 30 minutes with a pregame show of that one here on Magnitude Sports. Thanks so much for watching. Your final score one more time. Post 400 Stars 10, Fargo Post 2 5. 1 down, 13 to go. We're back in 30 minutes here on Magnitude Sports.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.